Hi everybody, it's Jonathan from Horizon Houses. I just went, got me some food from Oak City Cares. Oak City Cares is a organization here in Raleigh. They do weekend meals for the homeless. COVID's cut them back. They used to do 3 meals a day, and now they just do lunch and dinner at lunchtime, so you got to get it to go. So I want to thank everybody who's donated. I want to thank everybody who's watching now. I encourage you to donate because Horizon Houses is going to do good things with this money. We're going to build tiny houses, and we're going to give homeless people a chance to become self-sufficient. We're going to give them a place to be while they find a job. Right now it's starting to rain a little bit, and I want to talk to you a little bit about the rain. Now it's not raining real bad right now. I got nothing to complain about. Phone's getting a little wet, I'm getting a little wet, but I got a tent a few minutes away from here, maybe 10-minute walk away from here, and when I get there, I'll be nice and dry. But for the time being, I am walking in the rain, and I'm very grateful that I know that in a few minutes I'm not going to be in the rain anymore. I'm going to be home, somewhere dry, somewhere somewhat safe for now, until the city finds me, kicks me out, or until somebody finds me and decides that I've got a nice tent and they want everything in it, or any number of things that could happen. But for now, I'm grateful because I know I'm going to be dry. I know that if it really starts raining, I got nothing to worry about because I'm in my tent. There's a lot of people that don't have that. There's a lot of people out here that the rain is the worst thing that ever happened to them. Some days it's been that way for me. Some days I woke up about 11 o'clock at night one time because the stream I actually happen to be near part of it, so let me show you here. This little stream here, you wouldn't believe it, but that floods. The water gets about 10 to 15 feet higher than that, and I was camped near it in a spot that had been dry for months and months, and it rained one night, and about 2 hours after it rained, I start feeling the tent moving, and I don't understand what it is. And I unzip the tent and I see that the river that was 10 feet below me is now a couple of inches up, and I don't know what to do. I have no idea what to do. So I zip the tent back up, I put my clothes on, I put my shoes on, I start grabbing everything that I can't live without, which did not include any of my clothes or anything like that. Man, that was a night. So I grabbed everything, and my tent was actually waterproof. It was a nice tent, but I unzipped the tent and water came rushing in. It had risen another 6 inches or something in the time it took me to gather some stuff. I had an umbrella. I grabbed the umbrella. I get out there, and I'm waist deep in water. It's all around me. It's pulling me. Where I was I thought I was safe because I was kind of up on a hill. And my tent sat on this little hill, and it was it was lower all around my tent, and so I'm standing there waist deep in water with my arm wrapped around a tree because the current's actually trying to pull me. And I about an hour standing there with the tree. The worst part the worst part is, so all the ants, they get, swept away in the water, so they're all in this water that I'm now chest deep in. But they find me and crawl on me, so I'm covered in ants that are all biting me. And they're not fire ants, but they sucked. Their bites were not pleasant. So I'm being covered in fire ants. I don't have a family. I had a family. I have parents. They're alive as far as I know. But I called my mom. I don't remember if it was my mom's cell phone or the house phone or my dad or all three, or I called and left them a message telling them I really didn't know. I didn't know if I was gonna make it. Like, I really thought I could get swept away. Like, it was, I was up against this tree that was a little bit higher up, so it was mostly waist deep as long as I had my arm hooked around this tree, but it was chest deep all around me. And then, I forgot to mention, I got one hand hooked around the tree. I got the other hand holding everything I own in my tent. Like, my tent's trying to go downstream, but I'm holding it. That's why I thought I was going to get dragged away, because I thought maybe there was a chance that I could salvage the stuff in there. And I did salvage the clothes. I lost a lot of stuff, but I did salvage the clothes. I managed to get somebody to come pick me up and drive me to the laundromat, and I happened to have, a little bit of money. I think I had maybe $20 or $30 or something like that, and I knew that, $10-15 or whatever it was to do laundry was a good investment versus not having any clothes. Lost the tent. I had to sleep outdoors for a couple weeks. But that's what happens. I mean, it's happened again. Like, I lost another tent. It wasn't as dramatic because I wasn't even there for it. But the rain, which has let up, and it actually looks like it might be kind of a nice day out now that it's not raining. But I don't even know where I was. But yeah, I've lost other tents. Oh yeah, I came back to a tent. The tent was, there was nothing salvageable in it. There were other times that, so there was once in a park. I was staying in this park. I don't want to name the park because sometimes there's other people staying there, and, I don't want to blow up their spot. But I was staying in this park, and I had a good stash spot for my stuff. And it was all in a heavy-duty contractor bag. I thought I was safe, right? I had it tied. I had enough room in it that I could tie the end off. And it was in garbage bags inside in case, there's a puncture or something to help. I've been through it, so I know how to try to keep my stuff dry. But, there was one time I came back, and it had rained, and somebody had found my spot and gone through it. And it didn't look like they took anything. There was I had a iPod Touch from now it's 12 years ago, 13 years ago I got it. I don't know when it was. It was a couple of years ago. But I had it. It was something I had managed to keep hold of. And every now and then I don't have a cheap Android phone or my phone breaks or something, so I could use that to at least get on Wi-Fi. But yeah, I don't know where I was going. Oh yeah, my stuff, it was out. It was all over the place. It was the shirts and stuff. It was somebody went through the bag, didn't find much worth taking except for this iPod, and there was something else, but I can't even remember what it was. I remember there was something else that was like gone. But the worst part was they just left the stuff there. Like, I would not even have cared about the iPod, but I came back and it rained, so my stuff's wet. So now my stuff's useless, because then I didn't have any way to get the laundry done. So I had to start all over. I had the clothes on my back, and that was it. And you know, I got 20 stories, 30 stories of being back down to just the clothes on my back. Every time you start to make progress out here, you know, it rains. And it might not be water from the sky, but something happens, and it knocks you down. And that's why I started Horizon Houses. Look, I'm gonna raise this money one way or another. If you give, thank you. All right? If you don't give, I'm raising this money with or without you. All right, it's happening. I'm gonna get my $25,000 initial goal to get this set up so that I can get more people on board, and so that I can be running this with a budget that isn't, you know, a homeless guy in a tent. You know, I need things. There's things like computers and printers and all kinds of stuff that I can't afford right now. So I'm hoping to raise this $25,000. When I get done raising $25,000, I'm gonna raise the goal to about $800,000 to cover these tiny houses. All right, we're gonna build 12 tiny houses and a community center. The community center is gonna have showers. It's gonna have a kitchen. It's going to have a rec area. It's going to have washers and dryers. It's going to have everything you need, everything that most people take it for granted having a house. And then it's going to have a tiny house, a place that they can think of as their own, because it is their own. For a year, if they work the program, it's their house. They can come and go as they please. It's not a shelter where you got to be there by 6 o'clock in the evening and there's all kinds of rules and security searching. This is a place to be home. This is a place to be home while you get back on your feet. This is a place where you can go get a job or 2 part-time jobs and save up the money so that a year later you're confident that you know when you find an apartment you're going to be able to keep paying for it. You're going to have a job and your own place already. The way the program's going to work is people are going to have to pay every month a little bit of money, and it's going to go, they're going to have money put in their savings. And when they complete the program, their first month's in security deposit, it's already taken care of. They've got that little bit of a buffer. Most people don't have enough money to cover an emergency. I want to make sure that people are ready for an emergency when they leave. I want to make sure they're ready to succeed. So that's why I created this nonprofit. I've got other people with me that believe in my mission. I'm out here hunting every day for corporate sponsorships, for local businesses, for big businesses. I'm looking for anybody that wants to help with this mission. I'm going to build tiny houses, and I'm going to help homeless people transition off the streets. They're not ever going to see the streets again, except for to come back and help. It's a struggle out here. I know people that got off the streets and it took them years, and they're good, smart people who work hard. But when you're out here, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't, because it keeps happening. Bad shit, good shit. You know, I've had it all out here. I've had where there were people behind me that really cared about me, and then I've had people that I thought cared about me totally just screw me over and get me back to square one, you know. And so I'm out here, I'm trying to raise this money. It's been 15 minutes. Thank you, Horizon Houses, horizonhouses.org. Donate. Click to donate. If you can't donate, share. I mean, if you made it this far in the video, you must care. So share it, donate, share, do both, like it, tell your friends, email it to people. Get the word out there about Horizon Houses. We're in Raleigh, North Carolina, and we're trying to make a real difference in people's lives. Every year, once we get this built, we're going to be able to help 12 people. We're going to help 12 people get through this program and succeed every year. And then we're going to raise money for a second village. We're going to double the size of the first village, and then we're going to start a second village, and then we're going to have them all over the place. All right, I'm going to build tiny houses until I die. So I'm 41 years old. I hopefully got a lot of time left, but I need your help. I can't do it without you. Thank you.